Why is it not showing your face? There you are. Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
Oh, I might get new grease today or tomorrow. Did Leslie tell you about that?
We're on Facebook Live.
Right.
Did you get just a new grease?
I ordered it. It should be there Tuesday.
He's very excited.
It's coming to your store, though. I didn't think about it. I should have
Ooh,
shipped it to your house.
Speaking of, why?
Well, because they deliver all times of day. You never know.
Oh.
So,
what about my dog harness?
I don't know anything about that.
You haven't seen a ship notice for it?
I haven't really looked. The only reason I know is because when I ordered that, I paid attention to what day they said it would be there.
You made it.
I did.
After your wild and crazy morning?
It's been a wild and crazy weekend.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Me too.
Stacy is too.
It's President's Day. We're all tired.
I'm all tired on President's Day.
Did you have weird weather yesterday?
Yeah, it poured down rain and thunderstormed all night.
Oh, we didn't get thunderstorms, but
oh yeah, thundered and lightning all night Saturday night, and then we woke up to snow, and it snowed and snowed and snowed, and it was so funny because all I could hear was Dad saying, "You know, in 1977, when the blizzard hit, it rained and it rained and it rained, and then it turned to snow and it snowed and it snowed." I was like, "Is this it? Is this our blizzard?" But it didn't happen. But instead, we got this nasty mess and had to go to a cheer competition in it yesterday.
So somebody's asking if we had flooding. Lexington didn't really have flooding. I think the flooding was more down in southwestern Ohio. So
Tennessee, Kentucky area.
Yeah, down on the border. Yeah. Which, and then we're supposed to get more snow this week. So they're going to be in a real pickle.
I know. Well, that's
flooding. Flooding sucks so bad anyway. Flooding in the cold flooding.
Athens, and that's what I told her. I was like, you better watch your route because there was a lot of flooding down there, like near MacArthur and all those places in southeast Ohio.
And then we're supposed to get more snow on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So again, make sure you've got your projects planned.
Yeah.
Come see us today and tomorrow so you can have a snow project. Thomas, do you have a snow project for Wednesday?
I do.
He's got a list. Who are you kidding? And if he's lucky, I'll add to it.
Yay.
I could get to some of my snow projects. Can't seem to do that.
We have to work on a project today. He's going to Quilter's Day Out. And they always ask us to do a demo. So we're going to do a demo, but we don't want to drag everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah, that's
we're going to do some filming stuff today and make him a video montage.
Yeah.
He'll be fancy.
Yeah.
Not that he's not already fancy, but fancier. So, okay, it's February. It's the middle of February. It's President's Day. February is over in 10 days, 11 days. That February, it just comes in, causes havoc, and then leaves.
Right. Lots of things. What?
You're just like, yep.
Yeah. It was a long weekend. Saturday night with the thunderstorms, right? But I was up because my kid woke up and was sick all night. Saturday night, and then it was a whole thing, just one thing after the next. And then
you seem a little tired this morning.
And then this morning, my oldest kid left to go back to school, and when she did, I was trying to be nice and help her get her car packed and all of that, and I dropped my phone in her car and didn't know it until she had already left, and then I had to track her down and trace her.
So did you chase her in your car?
Yeah.
How did you catch her?
Well, I called her and I was like, you're gonna need to stop because
Oh, you called her on somebody else's phone.
yeah, I took the other kid. That's how I found my phone. I tracked it because we track each other. And so Lily was like, well, just track it. And she tracked it. She goes, you're on the move, Mom. I wasn't on the move. My phone was on the move with my daughter headed back to Athens. So, and I jumped in the car in my pajamas
And off you went.
and off I went.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So,
So what do you got? What do you got going on? I got some new fabric.
I don't have any new fabric.
I have
Ours
some
all came in a big burst.
in a big burst. Look at this. Look at this cheater panel.
Oh,
It's a double wedding ring.
double wing.
Double wedding a double wedding ring
There you go.
heater panel. This would be fun to do some quilting up on, make totes out of it, make a jacket
Yes.
out of it. Wouldn't that be fun? These are a few new Ruby Star prints.
I like their stuff.
Some polka dots. More polka dots. Look at this. This would make a cool bag. This one you can't really, it's just a speckled, a white on, or a cream on. White on cream. And then we got some new, I'm not even gonna.
I'm just gonna take us with you.
These are new batiks. They're not even out of their plastic yet.
Ooh, those are fun batiks.
Aren't those pretty?
Where are those from?
Robert Kaufman. Check that out.
Yeah, those are fun.
Some new batiks are here. Yeah. So still new fabric floating in. Our fabric, new fabric people. Oh, I didn't show this one. I might get punched for this, but I'm gonna show it anyway. You know the Kentucky cheater that you had?
Who's gonna punch you?
I don't know. Whoever can get to me.
Like me?
No.
Oh,
you know the Kentucky cheater, and then we got Ohio State,
right?
and we got University of Cincinnati. We're out of that one at the moment, but we have more on order. And I know that this is probably wrong in Ohio, but we also got the Michigan one because we have so many Michigan fans that come through here. So, so I got Michigan for you for the Michigan people. Ohio State people, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
I wish that they would make a Louisville one.
And we don't have, there's not a cheater panel for UD, but I did find a UD print the other day, and it should be on its way soon. So it's not the cheater panel. It's
People are disappointed in you.
They're just I know. I mean, I don't have. I mean, if it were up to
You're
me,
fired.
if it were up to me, we would have the University of Tennessee and none of the rest of this. But you know,
Nobody's buying that.
I didn't. I was real close. I wanted to buy the University of Tennessee because I wanted to make myself a blanket.
You probably got some equal opportunity.
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity. I got some crazy.
You've probably got some UT fans that would appreciate UT.
I know. And then they have Alabama, and you know, my niece is going to Alabama next year.
You're gonna order Alabama just because?
I should have Alabama too. I have to like support all my friends.
All my friends.
See that Alabama and Tennessee are more my speed.
Oh gosh. So speaking of monthly specials, don't forget that 4.5 is being discontinued. And if you've not looked at a Creative 4.5, Leslie, do you happen to have a 360 by 260 hoop handy?
Yes.
The 4.5 is nice because it comes with a big unit. And with a big unit comes a big hoop. So that is the big hoop that comes with a 4.5. So if you're looking for a large bed embroidery, this is a nice machine at a good price. It does not have Wi-Fi, but it does have USB. So it works with USB design. It has a colored screen. It's an easy machine to navigate. If you had like a performance, what is it? Pro 2,
Didn't
similar
say-
to that. Hot buys. Bernina's got some hot buys going on, both embroidery and in long arms. Everybody's got hoops on special for 25% off. Bernina also has some free motion feet for 25% off, and Viking is discontinuing the Jade 20. So that is also on the docket. So hoops. Let's talk about hoops.
You want to
Let's
talk about hoops? I have some hoops. We
I
can
know. I see them piled up behind you.
Yeah.
Why is it important? Here's a question. So your machine comes with certain hoops, but they make other hoops. Why is it important to consider other hoops?
Well, lots of reasons. Lots of reasons. So, different machines, different hoops. When stitching the design in the smallest hoop that you have available for
A
it,
hoop that best fits that design.
will give you a lot more support on your fabric. So always, finding the smallest hoop that fits your design will give you less chance for that fabric to kind of draw up and draw in. Or
More stability.
More stability. So
if you had a design that was just a little teeny tiny design, you would not want to stitch it in that big old 360 by 200 hoop.
Not preferably.
It's a lot of stabilizer. It's a lot of room for error.
You're wasting a lot of stabilizer that way. So even though hoops are not inexpensive, you have to think about how much stabilizer am I using in this larger hoop to stitch this smaller design because of the fact that I don't have the smaller hoop. So, think about those kinds of things. There are different types of hoops that allow you to do different techniques, which are kind of nice. And this is the perfect time to look at some of those because of the fact that they're 25% off.
This is what I'm saying.
Huge.
Right.
So, a lot of times we don't even realize that there are
options.
Yeah. I mean, we all are familiar with a hoop that is an outside ring and an inside ring. Like this that we hoop our goodies up with. But there are lots of specialty hoops out there. Both Pfaff and Husqvarna offer metal hoops that use magnets.
And your magnets are so fun fact, when storing your magnets for your Pfaff magnetic hoop, store them on the back. Why, Leslie?
Well, it'll keep from crushing the
felt
finish that's
there's
on
a felt,
the front
there's
here.
a felt coating on the front of that hoop.
So I just always store them on the back side.
Because if not, you'll get indentations.
Right.
And that felt is there to sort of help hold and grip.
Yeah. It's to grab. So metal hoops. Depending on your machine, there are 4 different size metal hoops. There's a small one, a 100 by 100, a 180 by 130, 240 by 150. There's even a 200 by 200 that will work with the largest platform machines like Epic and Icon and Epic 2 and Icon 2.
And when you get into a metal hoop or when you're in your machine and you see that you have 2 hoops that are the same size listed, the metal hoops will have an M after them. And if you pick that hoop and you don't put a metal hoop on, your machine will yell at you.
Yeah. But metal hoops are great for things that are hard to hoop. But
towels,
rings like towels,
bags,
garments, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all those kind of things, because you don't have to get it lined up perfectly straight and keep the ring together and squish it in the air. It keeps from stretching it and putting hoop burn marks on the entire thing.
And I have a public service announcement.
Okay.
It is possible to buy and put too many magnets on your metal hoop. I had a lady once who had them all the way around the edge, magnet to magnet.
Oh my. That would
And
make it very heavy.
it made it very heavy. The magnets were so powerful, they kept sticking on the needle plate and dragging.
Right.
And it just did not work well. So there is a thing what is that? Too much of a good thing?
Yes. I think that the recommendation is, depending on the hoop, no more than 6 to 8.
Right.
On one.
I did want to say that though, because we did have an issue.
So, but the other thing that this is really nice for that people don't think about is not just things that are hard to hoop because they're bulky or they're a garment or something, awkward shaped, but think about things like ribbon. If you want to do embroidered Christmas ribbon or birthday ribbon, or if you want to make those fun embroidered wristlet like keychains for people, that's a big thing. You can do that on here.
Dog collars.
Yeah, dog collars. You can put those across here and magnet them down. You don't have to fill the whole hoop. So this is a great way to do stuff like that as well. So I love a magnetic hoop. Definitely one that I would look into if you haven't been privy to a magnetic hoop. I like a square hoop also.
I do too.
A lot of hoops are rectangular, but if you do very much quilting, a square hoop is kind of nice because our blocks are more typically square than they are rectangle. So there are anything from a tiny 80 by 80, which is great for not so much quilt stuff, but if you're doing sleeves on a garment or baby clothes, things that are tiny, an 80 by 80 square hoop is really nice. All the way up to a 260 by 260 for Pfaff and Husqvarna. That this is a 10 by 10 square. There's an 8 by 8. Lots of different options with a square hoop, but I use these not just for quilting, but a lot of times our designs are not necessarily rectangular. But I might have a design that is a 10 by 10 inch square. I don't have to use my 10 by, I don't know, trying to think what hoop that would be. 360.
14-ish.
Yeah, I was going to say about 15 inches. So you're wasting less stabilizer to do those embroidery designs by having some square hoops, which are kind of nice. I'm going to flip flop back and forth between brands. In the Bernina line of hoops,
This is my favorite Bernina hoop.
they have these great square hoops that are a 6.5 inch square, and there's also an 8.5 inch version of this one. It is a clamp hoop. So unlike a traditional hoop, it doesn't have 2 rings. It kind of reminds you of like the magnetic hoop. It's one ring, but instead of magnets, it uses these clamps to hold down your fabric in place. So
it's also good for quilting blocks.
Great for quilting blocks, because it'll clamp everything in place. Comes with a template that makes nice, easy
And there are 2 sizes.
areas for lining up. Yep, this is the larger one. This is the 8.5 by 8.5. So these are fun options too. Square hoops that are great for quilting and using for hard to hoop materials as well. Some of the Bernina accessory hoops offer a nice additional function from their traditional hoops where it's a normal hoop screw. these have this fun ratchet system, which is really nice. It makes it easy to open and close your hoops. So this is the maxi hoop. The midi hoop also has one of these as well, and you just turn it to get it tight. It's really kind of a nice, easy grip. I like
It does
that.
make it easy to get your pieces together.
Yeah, a nice innovation there. This is also really fun. A couple different embroidery models have free arm embroidery capabilities now on our domestic machines. So you can use some traditional hoops to do some free arm embroidery, especially things like a shirt where it has an opening at the top and the bottom. But if you're doing a tote bag where it's only open on one end, it's nice to have a free arm hoop option. And what's different about a free arm hoop option is the attachment to the machine is on the inner ring instead of the outer ring, which is traditional, right?
Right.
So this makes it really really easy to hoop something and utilize that free arm on the embroidery machine so that we don't have to like tear apart that pre-made project or ready-made project to get embroidery on it. So you don't have to open up that tote bag or that shirt anymore to get things hooped on it. So free arm embroidery is available on some of the Bernina models as well as on the Husqvarna Viking Epic 3. There's a free arm embroidery option along with a free arm hoop. Same thing. The inner ring holds the attachment to the machine, and the outer ring then is the one that we're putting the two pieces together with. So it just makes it really easy to be able to do some free arm options. There are also
More hoops.
I do. There are also specialty hoops like this one that is the special techniques hoop for the
Oh, I like this guy.
this hoop is available for the Designer Epic 3. I absolutely love this hoop. It is
It's a flipper, but it's a flipper.
it's reversible. So you can actually attach it on either side. So you can do something like bobbin work.
This is important because when you do bobbin work or felting, when you do those things, they embroider upside down.
Right. And so you can do that, but then you also add stitching.
Which used to, you would have had to have done it, unhoop it, rehoop it, design position it, add your regular embroidery, and now you just go, bloop.
You just flip the hoop over.
You have to make that noise when you do it. Bloop.
So this is a really fun specialty hoop. Also, I didn't grab any but endless hoops. That is another really fun hoop.
Turnable hoops.
Do borders. Yeah, the turnable hoops like the mega turnable or the grand.
And Leslie's going to do a course on the turnable hoop.
I'm working on that. Yes. So lots of fun.
If you cut the fabric, I got a guy down here that will probably test sew the pattern to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
I got a guy. So put that on your list.
I got a guy.
If you do it real fast before Snowmageddon comes back, you can work on it. But yeah, so hoops. So 25% off is a big chunk of change.
It's a big deal on a hoop. I mean, I would definitely
investigate your options.
Investigating my options for hoops and what they do and what I don't have in my collection. And you can always look at your machine in your hoop list, like where you go to select what hoop you're using, what hoop options are available for your particular machine. Just make sure that your machine is up to date.
Do you have any hoop clips for a Fuff or a Viking hoop?
I will have to look.
And you have a Fuff or a Viking, right? She wants to see the clips on that come with the hoops. I know I have some, but I just want to make sure she does have a Fuff or a Viking.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the little metal hoop clips on all of the hoops, all of the Fuff or the Viking hoops, there are little divots that go around. I know where mine are, I think. Do I have hoop clamps in the yellow drawers? I used to.
Hoop clamps.
The little metal
Oh
ones.
yeah.
And grab me a hoop and I'll show Ann about these hoop clips. So, especially when you get into the bigger hoops, like the turnable hoop or the 360 by 200 hoop, those great big hoops, they give you hoop clips. And the reason why they give those to you is that if you've got something that's big and it's hooped and it's hard to
Keep it
use
hoop,
one, it just holds it together more, right?
lock your two frames together.
Right. So you have a hoop and show the clamp spots.
I don't,
No, just
oh.
show the hoop.
I was gonna say I don't have any clips right here. I have to go.
He's getting them for me, but I don't have them in my possession yet. So see these little notches? That guy. And depending on the hoop will depend on how many are on that hoop. That's where you put your hoop clips. Hoop clips.
It will lock them together.
And it keeps them from falling apart. Mr. Thomas is hooking me up.
Oh, good.
So how this works is I don't have the right fabric because this is an impromptu. So what I'm going to do is
Okay.
So I've got the little 240 by 150 hoop who has the notches, right? So whenever we hoop a Pfaff hoop or a Viking hoop, you want to make sure that you can read Pfaff or Viking at the top. You'll have a center marker at the top, and then you have a center marker. If this is upside down or backwards, it's not hooped right. Then you just take the little hoop clamps and you stick them with the little notch. See that? So there's a little notch. It goes on the inside and it just wraps around the fabric like that. And this is just giving us more stability, right?
Right.
So I especially use this if I'm hooping something thick or if I'm using a big hoop, because stability is the name of the game when doing embroidery.
I just thought of something else.
What?
You know, we talked about how it's important to always, stitch something in the smallest hoop available to you for that particular design. The other thing about having larger hoops that's kind of nice is that you can take smaller designs and stitch multiple of them in a larger hoop. So sometimes people say, well, why would I ever need that huge hoop? What am I ever going to do with it? Well, if you are a type of person who makes duplicates of things, you could plop multiples in a larger hoop and stitch them all out together instead of rehooping to do them. Great for like freestanding lace, if you do ornaments, that sort of thing, but you can do it with lots of different things. So that was something else I wanted to say about hoop sizes.
Perfect.
So yeah, so check out hoops. This is the time.
Sorry.
We have classes coming up.
Oh, yes.
Have been going well. People have been getting into it. I didn't grab all the samples. Liz has.
Hold on.
Oh, that was loud.
I know. Sorry. Ellis Playdate. She's texting. Lexington added a couple of classes on the schedule. We've got more to add, but I haven't done it yet. So these are on there right now. Centerville has got paper piecing. Didn't you say you added some extra sessions of some things?
So, we've added a couple things I got to send you again because check out this fun folded star pot holder. This is a class. It's on the schedule. It's Thursday, April 3rd. It's an evening class. Lots of fun. Make sure you check that one out. We've had a lot of questions about this. Cute new sample. A couple spots left in Show Me How to Paper Piece. That is Thursday, February 20th If you're interested in learning about paper piecing, make sure you get in on that. The Bag of the Month class. We talked a lot about the Bag of the Month class last week. So if you missed that and you're interested, go back and watch last week's recording because we showed you each of the bags for the different months and kind of how it breaks down.
Talked about the class fee, talked about the
Definitely had a lot more interest in that and people are signing up. So if you're interested, make sure you call us and get signed up.
It's going to be such a fun class.
I know. I'm super pumped about it.
We've got
So-
some more intro stuff. Thomas had beginning sewing machine on Saturday, and those girls were wound up, and they signed up for more classes. So,
well, we had a couple beginning sewing machine basics classes in the last couple weeks, and one of the things people were asking for were some hemming classes. So I have a date for that. I'll send it to you. We'll get it posted. Renee is going to do a basic how to like hem a pair of jeans, how to do a blind hem.
Thomas does not look excited about that.
Because that was a big question, was how do I hem whatever.
It's
So
important.
Renee's gonna do a hemming class. I will get you that information. If you're interested, you can call the store. We'll get you on the
I
list.
just cut them off.
Fuck you. That's okay. That's okay. I can do a blind hem like nobody's business on a sewing machine. But when I was in college and I wore dress pants to work every day when I went to work, the hems would fall out of them because I wore them all the time. And what did I do? But I would staple them back up. I was like, this is really sad. Like, you know how to do this. Like,
And now you've got liquid stitch, so you'd probably just liquid
I
stitch.
probably would have just.
What about the rug class? Judy wants to know. There's another session for the rug class.
There is. It's, I believe, on the schedule. I have to look.
And Kathleen wants to know if Epic 3 is going to get an update to use the 360 by 260 hoop.
At this point, I haven't.
They don't. Unfortunately, they don't ask us.
Jelly roll rug. The next session starts February 26th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next week.
So yeah, if you're interested, give us a call. Yes, as far as the 360, 260 hoop, I feel like that I had a conversation with somebody about that. I will have to go back and look at my notes.
Oh, you froze. Oh, there you go. You're back. Your voice was there, but you were like this.
Check out this fun embroidered card.
That is fun.
Isn't that cute?
What design is that?
This is from OESD. I'll have to run and grab the package. It's got some cute cards on it. It's a new one. But yeah, this is all stitching, all embroidered.
Embroidered cards are fun.
Yeah. Lots of fun. So if you're interested in doing something fun and different, maybe check out doing embroidered cards. Oh, thank you. Vanna got me the collection.
Vanna.
Heartfelt greeting cards. So there's everything from get well soon, welcome home, thanks,
Covers all the bases.
well done, all my love, best wishes, hello baby, with sympathy. I can't read. Oh, missing you. Couldn't see it because
Very nice.
Okay. But they're so cute. And it actually has there's actually an applique piece of a fused piece of fabric on the background here. I just used white with the white card, white on white, and then did the stitching. But it turned out super cute. I just have to get some cardstock and cover my inside.
Cover up the back.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Check that out. That's fun. And they have lots of different cards and card blanks. So
Okay. So the moral of the story today is
look at your hoops.
look at your hoops. Check out your hoops.
What can you do? I really wanted to do some fun different things with hoops.
But you have to drive to go get your
And I had a kid get sick and
good intentions.
and today I have to go look at prom dresses.
Ooh.
Whew. Yeah.
Oh, I got to get Ruby a prom dress for the musical.
Oh.
She's in a dance party scene.
Do you need an old prom dress? I could get you an old one and we could probably alternate.
Yeah.
I have a fancy sequin one.
Ooh.
You could alter it up.
Gonna have to figure out when I can get her up there. Okay. I
Okay.
don't have anything else. Do you have anything else? I won't be here next week.
I
You will.
be here next week? Oh, yeah.
You
I
will.
don't know what the date is.
Thomas will be here with you
What's the date next week? The 24th. I
Yes.
won't be here the next week.
next week. Yes.
Okay.
Thomas will, he said he would help you.
Oh, good. I need all the help I can get.
Okay.
I don't do well with logging on. I struggle. I was not made for this internet era.
I know. I've been working on this new POS system and I'm very worried.
It's hard.
I've been handwriting. Did you see my new? I moved. Sorry, everyone. This is completely irrelevant to you, but I've made a whole new task just for POS and I've added everyone to it. And I've now been handwriting and step-by-step instructions on how to do things.
I didn't see that.
That's what I did Saturday.
It'll be fun. It'll be great. Get a new POS system. It'll be faster. Will it? The computer might be faster. The operators might not be. But we will do our best.
Countdown T-minus 30 days.
T-minus 30 days.
Watch your instructional video, staff. Okay.
Hey,
That's all I got.
great week.
Check your hoops.
See us.
Watch for snow. Be careful of snowing and flooding and
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah.
All the weather related issues.
Right. Make sure you got a good sewing project on the docket. You okay?
No, I got an itchy nose all of a sudden. Does that mean somebody's talking about me?
Is that itchy nose or is that itchy ears?
I thought that was itchy nose.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.